Ellsbury from Acrylic Art Paintings. Welcome to my channel. These are the colors I'm going to be using today. We have black, red, orange, yellow, and a mix of green and yellow here. And of course gold. So I'm going to put some of them away because they're already mixed. But I like to show you how I do my colors. This is Elmer's glue. One part of Elmer's glue and one part of paint. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Happy to have you with us. I do things a little differently. I mix one part of paint and one part of Elmer's glue, mix it together, and it makes a pretty thick mixture. So let me show you. Like that, looks like goo. So at this point, I'm starting to add some water, just a little bit of water, and mix it up. And then if it's too thick, then I keep adding water until I get the consistency I'm looking for, which is this. Once more. Okay, there we go. Now for this project, I'm starting on an empty canvas and plain canvas, no background. And since I don't have very many squeeze bottles, I'm gonna start using my wooden stick to create a spiral. I'm gonna attempt to do a spiral flower with a reverse dip inspired by our very own Fiona's art. Thank you, Fiona, for sharing your techniques. I hope I don't butcher it. So let me change the camera angle here before you tell me that you can't see. So there we go. It takes a while, you know, because I'm doing this with the wooden stick. So if you have squeeze bottles, that's great. But I'm using the red here to create the outline of my flower. I wanted to use a darker color because then you will see how it makes a difference. I wanted it to create the dimension of the shape of the flower. So there we go. I have some drops in there that I'm going to incorporate into the flower. So getting close here to create my outline. Almost there, and I'm gonna close it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm ready. I'm gonna use my gold to do the spiral, just kind of to show you what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do with the rest of the colors. Now I will do the rest of the colors the way I did my with my red. So I'm not going to keep you here, and I'm not gonna torture you watching me just put all those colors by hand. So I'm just gonna do it off camera. So this is how it looks like. All of my colors, you can see that still the red stands out. And now I'm going to apply my nylon, and I'm going to make sure that there is no air bubbles in there, and I'm gonna fill out all of those empty spaces that I left with my paint. And the reason I did that, I know Fiona does it differently. She uses a background color, but the reason I didn't want to do that is because I'm trying to see if applying the colors directly into the canvas will preserve the integrity of the color and not have the background come through when I do the reverse dip. So now I'm just getting the corners together very carefully, and the moment of truth, lift it up. Oh my gosh. There we go. I can breathe now. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. As you can see there, the black I used, it's just has some like hints in it. It adds depth, but the main frame that you can see in the outline is the red. So I'm just blowing a little bit in the middle to try to create the center of the flower. And now it's time to do the background, and that's why I have this black over here that I'm going to put around. And it may take a little bit longer, I'm not sure, than what Fiona uses. But hey, you know, I always say experimentation is just the beginning of the fun. So again, I'm just gonna try to see if this works out for me. And I'm doing it live. I'm doing it on camera here for you guys. If this helps you out, great. Give it some like and show some support. So show me some love, guys. Come on, keep it coming. So I'm just gonna, like I said, just going to fill this out really carefully in there. And if the red seeps through the black, I'm okay with that. But I just didn't want the black to come through with my flower colors. So I'm gonna do this offline, off camera, and then I'll be back. Okay, this part is done. Now I'm gonna use a straw to create some sort of a flowery, petally look in the outer layer. And the sails came up because I used a torch to burst the bubbles in the paint, and it created sails. Oh well. I still like the way it looks though. So it's fun. I love it. And this is almost ready. So ready for the next step. Remember that green and yellow paint. Now I'm going to use it with a string to create the leaves for my flower. And if you notice, there is a part in the top left of your screen where there is a lot of black in there. So that's the part that I'm going to use to start creating some leaves. So hopefully it will take off the eyes of that black to dark part. So the way we do the leaves, as you saw, is we put the string kind of like in a hook shape, and then we pull, and that way. And I don't want to do leaves all over. I'm going to do it only in 3 corners, as you can see here. I'm almost finishing, because I want to give the illusion of an angle and not make my painting too busy. So I think 1 more in here and I'll be done. There we go. Okay, let me show it to you. Let's see. Let's turn it around. There you go. So if this video has helped you out in any way, shape, or form, please give it a like and join me for future projects by subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell. Now this one dried really fast. Yay! Thank you so much, Fiona from Fiona's Art, for sharing your beautiful techniques. So thank you for joining me today. If you decide to try this technique, come and share it with us in our group on Facebook. Till then, keep painting.